Welcome back, everybody. The real show starts right now for Legends of Elzorya as we are continuing rolling. What are you doing?
Paradise. I have to roll them at the start of every session.
Oh, right. Forgot what I was saying. As we come back, a little recap on what we did last time. The group who codename right now, Evil X's, I think is what you were.
Yeah.
We're the 4 evil X's.
So you guys have decided to get out of Bravia for a little bit, and you're starting to head over towards the Aetherian Forgeworks in order to find out some answers about the Clanks, about their nature, how they're constructed, and hopefully what the suppression rune is that you noticed inside the Clank that you've disassembled, whom you have with you. A Clank that was starting to gain a little bit of sentience that you had named Tetra is with you, and you're hoping to also get her repaired while you're there. Along the way, you escorted Liliana and her father as far as you could until you can see New Etheria in the distance, where they are heading off to make their new life together, hopefully outside the reach of those back in Bravia that want to keep them separated. Specifically, Gideon Ashworth, who is an asshole, just to say the least. You guys had a pretty touching goodbye as Liliana basically told Rhea that she was loved, and I think Rhea commented that that may have been the first time she'd ever heard that. As the rest of you kind of had your touching moments with the Liliana or her father before heading off, and then turning your attention southward towards the mountain range where the Aetherian Forgework lies, and also the mountain range that houses the temple in which Rhea was living previously and has fucked her up. But you're not really sure why yet. But I'm sure we'll find out soon on Legends of Elzorya. So, you guys probably have one more day to walk before you reach or based on what time it is, you will get to the base of the mountains at nightfall. As you walk south. So you would have the choice of whether you want to try to make this ascent in the dark and get there as fast as possible, or if you want to camp one more time and take the ascent in the morning.
What is everybody feeling? How do we want to take a camp, or do we want to just go on?
I would say we should camp.
We want to do a camp and maybe get all our stuff
going at night
clear
sounds
and
like
prepare. Yeah.
There's no trash
Well,
here.
that's what I was kind of wondering. How is everybody's health, armor, stresses, etc.?
I'm pretty okay.
I'm
for the most part.
okay. I just feel like going at night's probably not a good idea, especially
Yeah.
like in the mountain.
Well,
place
and we can
know.
also prepare and work. Like if we're not having to worry about clearing all of our health and stress, we can work on other stuff like preparing or getting, or doing side quests, those things.
Also consider it like in an RP way. Like we've been traveling all day. If it's at night, we're probably very tired.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. I mean, it makes sense. I would totally agree.
But I do want to ask, Wolf, can I backtrack just a small bit?
Sure. What do you want to do?
Add something to what I said to Liliana?
Sure.
Okay.
Time rewinds.
Liliana, dear, when you get to New Aetheria, and you go to the Journalism Guild, I have 3 letters here. 1, you're going to take to the head of the Journalism Guild. What's her name?
What is her name?
This is above the table. Oh.
Isabella.
Broke him.
Rotswell.
Okay.
Isabella Wrightswell. We're going with it. All right.
Damn it.
This goes to Isabella Wrightswell. She runs the Journalism Guild. This is a recommendation from me, vouching for your talents. She's trustworthy. Do not trust this letter with anyone besides her.
Okay.
This letter, notice it smells like cinnamon.
Oh.
This is from Miss Applebottom.
Okay.
She's a lovely woman. Tells her all about who you are, and tells her you're my best friend.
Oh.
And last letter.
I've never had a best friend before.
Oh.
The last letter, Ms. Applebottom may help you be able to find him. This one's for my brother.
You have a real brother?
Yes, his name is Mavin. Please deliver this to him and tell him I'm sorry. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay. Bonus points of Mavin is already the family disappointment.
I just wrote in my notes, Mavin exists, and 3 exclamation points.
And so does Mrs.
My letter just
Applebottom.
explains. My letter doesn't explain what I did, but it definitely tells him, don't go to Bravia.
Okay. You are not welcome there.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Now we fast
sight.
forward back in time.
Also, fuck you for hurting me again when she's not even here, making me all fucking sad about her, like retroactively tossing a little, like, I have never had a best friend. Fuck you.
Sorry. She's off to a much better life.
Yeah,
I promise not to make you cry.
That better life.
If you visit her in New Aetheria, I promise not to make you cry.
No, you will. You can't don't make promises you can't keep.
Okay, fair enough. I was also just flat out lying. So anyway, I'm gonna need you to, just a little bit of suspend your disbelief, because I'm just gonna reuse the camp scene back at the crossroads. You've not backtracked, but look, I'm operating on a budget here. Okay,
we didn't teleport. We teleported the land.
This is another crossroad.
This is just a different crossroad.
This is our pocket land.
Okay, fair
pocket
enough.
dimension.
It's like, have you played Expedition 33? No matter where you camp, it's always the same camp. So that's what it is, okay?
Or Baldur's Gate.
Oh, that's true.
Ain't
Baldur's Gate does do that too. Yeah, each act, I think. So, if you have anything you want to say to each other, now's the time to do it. Or we can go ahead and just take our long rest and skip to tomorrow where we begin our climb.
No. I have some RP that needs to be done.
Then let's have it.
Okay. Set a scene for us.
Okay. You all have walked for days at this point. And I think that since you left Liliana, there's been less talk amongst the group as you've headed south, as a lot of you have just kind of been wrapped up in your heads. Rhea specifically has been incredibly quiet over the last couple hours. And finally, you come to a place near the base of the mountains, and as you look up, you can see the daunting climb you have ahead of you. You know the dwarves, they like to live high and deep in the mountains, somehow all at the same time. So you know that you've got probably a pretty strenuous climb the next day. As you pitch your tents here at the foot of the mountains, settle in for the night, what do you do?
So, the whole day between Lynn and Fortune, it's been really tense. Like, Fortune's been pretty pissed at Lynn, and Lynn has been pretty pissed at Fortune. So I'm gonna basically wait until, I'm trying to get a moment alone with Fortune.
Okay.
I don't think you have to wait.
I'm just glad I'm not getting her. Rhea's just mentally glad she's not getting harassed again.
I don't think you have to wait too long unless you make the first step. Fortune's going to settle into the camp and then kind of motion you to come off to the side and sit down.
Lynn is definitely gonna follow off, but she's not gonna sit down. She kind of actually stands at full height and kind of looks down her nose at Fortune, arms crossed. And she's just you can tell she's pissed, and she's like, what the hell was that with the vendor earlier today? Why were you stealing from him?
You're muted.
You're muted.
You're muted.
Oh, so
Wait,
Fortune's going to be sitting down. Fortune's going to be sitting down just to make the hot difference even worse. But she's going to be like, so Lynn, you know that we've had a whole lot of bad luck recently, me particularly. And when I saw that fool rolling up, just unguarded, friendly, with just begging to be blunt, it was like God was grinning in our direction. And to me, Lady Luck meant for me to at least get something from him, to get something out of this encounter. Yeah, I understand you didn't want me to rob him blind, but you insulted my God in a way by just giving him money for everything I stole. I just feel like we brought misfortune on the group now. I just don't know what to do.
You're using the gods as justification for robbing a new father?
I'm just saying, Lady Luck, my goddess, Fortuna, would not have been happy that I didn't get my just desserts after really, really doing the right thing this whole time. Helping Liliana get out of here.
Lynn's confused. Lady Luck is an aspect of the beloved.
Honey, I don't know anything about your beloved. You can blow your beloved out your rear.
Lynn's just gonna fully facepalm. She's just with this group.
How did you fall in with so many?
So let me get this straight.
So many non-religious people.
With two absolute heretics. One who outright told you to your face that not all magic comes from the gods, and now Fortune.
No. We have an apostate and now a heretic. Okay. Two different flavors of insanity to Lynn. It's just oh my God. She's just so you decided your God didn't come down and magically provide you with this any more than the beloved provided me with a way out for Liliana. I had to do it myself.
I feel like she kind of spits just because she's trying to concentrate in what she's wanting to think about here. And she's like, as a goblin, you probably don't know many goblins. But we don't have anybody looking out for us. We don't have any God, per se, but we do have luck. And we try to bend luck in our advantages while still doing the right thing. I don't know if my God really exists, but that sure seemed like a sign to me if there was one. So I'm going to kind of reach up towards you to see if you'll take my hand. You don't need to, but she's just going to hold out her hands in peace and be like, you don't have to understand me. I don't understand you, but we both did the right thing helping Liliana get out of town. And I'm willing to accept that maybe what I was doing maybe isn't the right thing. It seemed like the whole group didn't really like it, but that's just my culture. That's how I was raised. We do this. This is how we live.
Lynn's just gonna shake her head and be like, we will continue for the sake of Chelsea, but if I ever see you try to steal from someone like that again, we're going to have a problem. And she's just gonna walk off. She's just so mad about you trying to justify this.
As you turn around,
Draven was totally pretending to be asleep the whole time, listening like radar ears, like beep 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 beep.
I was gonna say, as you turn around, Draven just very quickly like closes his eyes and like just kind of pretends harder to be asleep. Actually, go ahead. Yeah, Lynn, go ahead and give me a presence roll. No, sorry. 18. What's your
What do you want?
modifier? I meant to say instinct. But what's your modifier on instinct?
You're gonna need to subtract 3 from it, basically, because my
Okay, so
presence is plus
15.
3 and instincts is 0.
15 with fear. I think you actually noticed this. You do notice that Draven was very much eavesdropping on your conversation.
I'm not particularly concerned about it, largely just because, like, yeah, don't fucking steal from people who are like down on their luck. Like already you know that Lynn has PTSD from having to witness her warden like steal from a fucking homeless man. Like she didn't do anything about it, so now she feels extra bad about it. So like,
oh, the guilt.
The guilt is just like she doesn't like having to sit. That's why she was like so desperately trying to put the dude's like stuff back in his cart, and she's just like, no, we're not doing this again, motherfuckers. Oh, you know what? Like, I think actually like on her way away from Fortune, I'm gonna look back at her and be like, the corrupt warden in Bravia tried to like, you know, I'm gonna be like, he justified it the same way you did, you know, like towards Fortune, like to let her know, like, you know, fuck you on that, like trying to steal from people like that.
He did. He did say this was for the church. Thank you for your donation. As he took the money, that he did do that.
So you're just like, you know, it's like you talked about like you just see me like you talk about Bravia being terrible and people only wanting to stay there, but you seem like you're just right for that.
See, Draven at this point can't hold himself anymore. He has to roll over and write that down. That was too good.
I am gonna say that was pretty good. Fortune, how do you react to that?
So I was trying to. No, Fortune's gonna just get up and we're gonna have like a screaming across the camp fight with each other, and she's gonna just say, "You guys are all fools. You just sold that guy all of that armor that we stole off of those dead sheriffs that you nuked, and then sold it to him to go back to Bravia. Do you think Liliana's safe now, everybody? Does everybody think they're safe? Because I don't."
If you wanted safe, you shouldn't have involved yourself. Go back and hide from your guild.
Ooh. Draven is writing all of this down. He is like not involved, but he is just.
Fortune and Lynn, you will both take 1 point of stress. As this argument continues to escalate, as Draven listens intently, Rhea, I don't think you're really picking up on most of this.
I don't think Rhea cares, no.
I think you've got more on your mind right
Correct.
now. You're very close. You're very close to the place that traumatized you, maybe to some answers. But you keep thinking about how close you are to where everything went wrong. You also take 1 point of stress.
Rude, but fair.
As you look up at these towering mountains that once were your home and now just represent death to you. Draven, you got no stress in the world.
He is living.
He's giddy as fuck.
I was going to say, after a moment, after a bit, I was going to be like, all right now. And I was going to cast Slumber, and I was going to start with casting Slumber on Fortune.
Okay. That's a roll, correct?
Yes, it's a spellcast roll. So that's my presence. And it's against her difficulty? I'm guessing that means her evasion. Whatever it is, I did good.
So the difficulty is usually something of the monster, but yeah, we'll do it against evasion. Yes, you did, as you take your hope for that. Fortune, what are you shouting as you
And
fall
another
asleep?
thing.
If she falls asleep, though, I hope you know that Lynn is gonna come at you. She doesn't like that shit either.
Well, I'm also being like, Lynn, let me tell you about the let me read you our ledger so far of our monetary ledger of our interactions so far. And I just start reading it off to her.
Wait,
and
no,
I'm
I
gonna
want to
do
know.
another.
Did she go to sleep? Did she fall asleep?
Fortune fell asleep at the 22.
I turn around and be like, "Don't you interfere in our argument," to Draven.
Well, that's when I start reading you the ledger, and hopefully it's going to work on
Casting
you,
is-
or you're going to murder me.
Oh
Shit!
my
god! Gain that hope, clear that stress. Here's what happens. Fortune starts to talk and just collapses in a heap. Lynn, having realized exactly what goes on here, turns and starts storming towards Draven. And she's like, "Don't you dare interfere," as he just starts reading her these like monotonous numbers, and she in her tirade just starts to like slow down, and there's this realization on her face right before she passes out, and she just looks at you and this fury flares in her eyes as they just kind of flutter close, and she kind of just gently face plants onto the ground.
Me and Fortune are gonna
catch her.
bond
I do
about
catch
being
her.
mad at you for this when we wake up.
Yep. That's Draven's full intentions. He catches you from face planting, and he takes you all and tucks you guys in, and like, you know, he knows you're going to be furious with him tomorrow.
I think
Says
that
you're
you've
welcome,
gotten...
Maria. You're welcome.
What?
Got them to shut up.
Oh, good. I don't think Lynn's ever really been humbled before, so.
Oh, she loves me. She'll probably beat my ass tomorrow. It'll be fine.
And then you should put her to sleep again. She
It will be funny. I probably will. That's one of my main tricks.
It's like, you've gotten so much use out of that spell in this
I know,
campaign.
it's really fun.
She needs to get over herself.
Oh, she means well. She's seeing the world for the first time as it really is.
At least I have the sense to close my mouth.
Well, she's also always been taught to be... She's grown up in a situation where she's taught that she's always been right. She's taught that this is the correct way. There is a correct way, and this is it. It's difficult to spread out from that as you get older. Honestly, for us to have only been with her for like 2 weeks, she's really come a long way, in my opinion.
3 days. 3 days.
3 days.
It feels like 2 weeks.
To be honest, she had a real stick up her ass when I knew her before.
I pity you.
I feel like this is like the slumber is like a coma, and she can hear us all. She's like, I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill him.
She's like trapped in this like black void, just hearing it. She's like, "Oh, when I get up."
And yeah, Rhea just kind of like sighs and looks off into the like distance at the mountains in the direction of where her monastery was. Master Notos always taught me that there's very little in this world that is certain.
And there's a lot of truth in that. But some people find a lot of comfort in the idea that there are such things as black and white.
You should write that down.
And yet I think the world is far more interesting when you can see all the colors in between.
I agree.
Terrifying, don't get me wrong.
Tell me, Rhea, I don't really know a lot about you or your monastery where you come from. Who are you?
It means a lot that you care enough to ask that. But, I spent most of my time in this monastery temple of sorts. We were a small group of mostly sorcerers, but any general magical outcast. We called ourselves the Mystic Order. And we were mostly left alone because we were so remote. And we didn't ruffle feathers, we just did our research, did our projects, and just existed. I'll be the first to confess that I don't really have much of what you would call a family. My own were very quick to abandon me, and the place I spent the first 6 years of my life made it so that I was constantly well aware of that fact.
I see. This may be too personal, so you don't have to answer. I understand. I'm a reporter. It's who I am. I'm just so nosy. I can't help myself. So please, at any point, just tell me if I'm being too nosy. Do you know where you're originally from or anything about that?
I know the orphanage I grew up in I think it was probably New Aetheria somewhere.
Probably.
Probably New Aetheria, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything. My parents could have come from anywhere. My surname isn't even theirs. It was just given to me. Do you know what the River Acheron is?
I've heard of it before, but only in passing. I don't really know anything about it.
It leads directly into perdition itself.
Perdition?
Hell.
I thought such things were, the works of fairy tales and the seraphs, I didn't... So these are sorts of things are real, you're saying?
I can neither I can't prove or disprove that. All I know is that I'm sure it holds great, mythological significance to some people.
And what makes you bring this up?
Because I saw Liliana. And I saw what I could have been.
Were you... What happened there?
At the orphanage, I can't remember much. I was rescued from there and brought to the monastery.
But you say you could have been like Liliana. What happened
Oh.
to stop that? Oh, you mean with your... I'm sorry, I misunderstood.
No, I mean, I could have been like
Right.
Liliana. I could have had...
I'm over here trying to
everyone
like
at the-
dig deep and trying to like pick apart puzzles over here, and I'm like, oh no, she just means she has her dad.
No, I could have been. I'm sure I was cared for by everyone in the monastery, but I think loved is a different matter.
Tell me, you seem both excited and worried about going back to the monastery. Is there something there that's waiting for you?
I don't know.
Is there something there we should know about, we should be prepared for?
Likely nothing. Literally. But again, I genuinely don't know, and that's the part that we should be prepared for. Is that we don't know.
Give me a knowledge reaction check. 19.
Ooh.
It doesn't generate fear, so no worries there. As you're sitting there, as he asks this question, your mind just kind of drifts back to the monastery. And it's still so foggy. You remember the smells, you remember the flames. You remember there being a charge in the air. Like magic itself was being ripped apart, almost. It's hard to describe. But the one thing you're certain of is that if that monastery is still standing at all, it should be heavily, heavily damaged.
Yeah, there's likely very little of the building left, but
So, actually, this brings up a very good question. Why have I not heard of this? I mean, I'm from New Aetheria. I'm in the journalism guild.
because no one
Not to
cares
toot my
about a
own
bunch
horn,
of
I'm one of the-
outcasts.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No one cares about a group of outcasts and heretics that have sequestered themselves on a mountain.
Right,
And
but this close to New Aetheria, you'd think someone would have heard about it, at least.
we stayed as we were for so long because we were very secretive, but I don't know. The fact that no one
tell me.
has is interesting.
Dragon,
Tell me, would
give
you...
me, really quick, reaction roll from you two, knowledge. I will give you advantage. 19, roll your d6.
Ooh,
So 21.
with
21.
fear.
Reaction roll, so I don't get any fear from
Oh,
that.
yeah.
As you pose this question, it is incredibly odd to you that no one would have mentioned this. I mean, you run in circles where this would... I mean, this is news, regardless of whether or not... And you can see where Rhea's coming from, right? I mean, from her perspective, nobody cared about them. But that
Very
doesn't...
few
The
people knew
I
they
hang out with
existed.
care about things like that.
but that doesn't quite track exactly with what you know to be true.
Mm.
And that is somebody had to have known. Which to you says cover up.
Which makes his scales stand up on the back of his, all along his spine. He gets real excited.
Have I distressed you, Silver Scale?
Not at all. Not at all. Ignore that. Ignore that. I tell you. No. Trust me when I say that people care. People care, and it requires a lot of work to stop that type of information from getting out. This sounds more like a cover-up to me. Somebody's stopping the information on purpose, because I know you all were trying to be secretive or whatever, and we weren't really interacting and whatnot, but we knew you were there. We knew the monastery was there. We thought it was still there. The last time I left New Aetheria, it was kind of understood you guys were there. Like, I'm a little confused about this, so I'm pretty sure this is more than just no one knows about it and people don't care about you. That's not what this is.
But the real question is, who would care enough to cover that up? What did happen that someone cared enough to cover it up? We weren't. I mean, we were a bunch of heretics, but we never hurt anyone.
Well, New Aetheria doesn't really care if you're a heretic or not. That's not really their deal, so it seems weird that no one there would care or know.
Like, who would want
his scales stand back up again.
Why? I don't understand. Like, who would want us destroyed so badly and then care enough to cover it up after?
Oh, indeed.
As like I said, we were a mostly inconsequential group.
Draven is riding so fast there's a little bit of smoke. It's like from Saved by the Bell when they were taking notes in that one class.
Such a specific reference, you millennial.
You were going to call me an old bitch. Thank you for calling me a millennial instead.
I mean, this entire group is millennials, I think, except for me and maybe Crow.
Nope, I'm a millennial.
She's with us.
That's why I said maybe. I was like, you could be.
Crow's millennial all the way.
We prefer wizened elders.
Okay.
Y'all are young millennials. What are you on about? You're not that much older than me.
I'm an elder millennial, thank you.
Look, I'm baby, but I'm not that baby.
He is 1 whole week older than me.
Oh.
I would be
I'm not
considered
that baby. I have
elder,
2 degrees.
Baby millennial elder.
Elder Gen Z, yeah.
Elder Gen Z.
I am Elder Gen Z. I am old enough that I was alive, aware, and conscious of before iPhones were.
All right. Let me just ask you, did you get his Saved by the Bell reference?
I am aware that Saved by the Bell exists, and I believe I have seen that. I may have seen that clip, but I don't think I've seen the whole thing.
Okay.
There was just a teacher that taught so fast, and they would just be taking notes, and everybody's pencils would be smoking.
Oh yeah, no, I can imagine it. I can imagine it very clearly.
Epsilon, yeah. Do you have? I'm assuming you have a smartphone, and how old were you when you first got one?
Approximately 15 or 16. Because my mother was a hard ass, so
I didn't get one
until I think that's when they came out.
I got one in my last year of high school, and that's when they became affordable enough for us to get one.
Yeah, I remember texting all through high school at the little,
I had a flip phone.
I had a flip phone.
My favorite thing that I had is I had one of those slide Nokias with
a
full keyboard. Best
Hell yeah, those were
ever.
awesome.
That thing was a brick. It fell out of my pocket and came apart so many times, and I just snapped it back together.
It broke the sidewalk.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Loved those things.
Anyway,
All millennials. You can be you're
Baby.
a
Millennial.
I'm like
baby.
an-
We'll give you baby millennial. Okay.
I feel like I'm an honorary millennial because I'm
Honorary
so old Gen Z.
Okay. Honorary millennial. You passed the Saved by the Bell test.
I've
Draven.
seen Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
That's a great movie. Draven. Anything else?
Oh, no, Draven's just like writing this down furiously. He is like, mind's going nuts. He's like thinking of different places we can like check out leads. Of course, after we're done at the Forgeworks, kind of up to the group, but now he's thinking there's shit in New Ethereal we can check out. There's shit in over at the monastery, or where the former monastery was, I guess. And we could even go back to Bravia if we get some good disguises for everybody, I guess. No, he's got like, there's just, his mind's cooking right now.
Chelsea
Okay.
was at one point in the monastery with us. All of them, yeah.
His skills are just, he's just like,
Of all of the people there, she was one of the more maternal figures. I appreciated her.
oh, wow, okay. My word. I
I'll,
believe I'm going to have to write multiple books. I'm excited about this.
Maybe,
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't mean to be like that about... I apologize.
I was going to say, perhaps at least give me an alias.
Right, I always do. That's the responsible thing. And I apologize if I do seem excited about these things. I understand they are usually tragedies. But I do
Oh,
get
no.
excited about... I just love pulling apart a mystery and getting it out to the public and getting bad people caught for the things they do. That's one of my favorite things, and it gets me excited, and sometimes I come off the wrong way, and I apologize if I do that.
No, I have to admit the idea of getting answers to this does sound, intriguing, and doing so with a sort of buffer between me and, whatever my mind sees fit to keep from me. And I appreciate you listening and not judging.
No, listen, no judgment
Hearing.
from me at all. Never
You're
any
just-
judgment from me.
You're a rather good listener, Draven Silverscale, and I appreciate that.
Why, thank you. Thank you, Rhea... what's your last name? Rhea
Rhea-
Acheron.
Rhea Sylvia is my full
Rhea
first name.
Sylvia. Oh, okay. Rhea Sylvia.
It's...
That would never be like Draven. Draven would always remember people's names. That's Rabnock forgetting the name there, okay?
Yeah, no.
would know.
Draven would full government name Rhea Sylvia as many,
Every time.
like, on the regs.
Yeah. Draven would never forget someone's full government Christian name, okay?
Oh, yeah,
Then-
no.
At this point, Lynn kind of turns over in her sleep. She's just muttering, "Don't you dare." She just kind of goes back to sleep.
I'm gonna kill that motherfucking cold-blooded shit.
One of my favorite things to do in, like, video games is full government name the boss of whatever we're fighting, because usually they'll have, like, their name and then a little title or whatever. It's like, alright, Mr. Iatros Inward Turned, I'm gonna full government name you because I respect you enough to do that, but I also hate you.
Oh. Okay.
After that, Draven's gonna be like, "Oh, well, honestly, I'm getting very tired and I've got a lot going on. So I'm gonna head on over and head to bed. But you know, I've got that slumber spell. You want one?"
I think I'm good.
Okay, just offering. Good night, Rhea.
Appreciate it.
It was a fantastic talk. Good night.
Do you skitter away? excuse me, scuttle.
Oh no, too tired for scuttling.
Oh.
Too tired for scuttling. No scuttling.
What about skittering?
Maybe a skitter?
Have you guys seen those little like chibi charms people will make like keychains out of? I really want a little chibi version of of Draven, just with his little tongue out, like with the big anime eyes,
Yeah.
like down on all fours. I think that'd be really, really cute.
I need a chibi sad Rhea with like a little like upside down U mouth.
I want pop
Yeah.
figures of all of you guys.
You want what?
Pop figures. You know, the
The
little
Funko,
God, no.
Funko Pop
Funko.
of actually us though, not our
Yeah,
characters.
exactly. You
I
all.
mean, you can do that. Someone gifted my boss last year at our work Christmas party. Well, it was actually for a white elephant thing, and it ended up in his possession at the end, but a Funko Pop of our boss.
Interesting. I did not know that.
With the kitty cat and all, because he has like 2 of them.
Oh. Rhea,
Hmm.
as Draven walks away, this was nice. I mean, it's not like the conversations that you've had with this group previously. I mean, you and Lynn have kind of butted heads. I don't think you and Fortune have really talked much, but this was the first time in a little while that someone actually listened and you felt heard. You get a hope.
Oh, I think, yeah, I was like, what was different? What has been different about this conversation that has made Rhea like way more like comfortable about that? And I definitely think it's the whole feeling heard thing.
Draven is a very good listener.
Now do that in the Beetlejuice whole being dead thing.
Is there anything else you want to do before you go to bed?
Look wistfully at the mountain for another couple minutes, all dramatically,
Okay.
and then go to bed.
I was going to say those
Yeah.
that have the choice.
The wind blows gently her hair behind her a little bit.
Oh,
Well, it's very short hair, but
I can't hear you. You're on mute.
what? No, I'm not.
Duke was on mute.
Duke was trying to say something.
I was like, excuse me?
He's still on
Still
mute.
on
See,
Good sir.
Duke's a boomer.
You gotta get like a keybind or something, dude.
He's like, just ignore me. Go on.
As everyone
Alright.
else,
Draven goes over to his tent, and Draven starts reading the dictionary for like 5 minutes, and then he passes out.
okay. So with that, as the night comes to a close, you can each take the 2 long rest actions that you would like to take.
Well,
So-
Lynn is dead asleep, so
What
she
does
is going to
other
get rid of
mean?
her stress. That's the only good thing
That-
is
yeah.
like I'm going to get rid of 2 stress because my armor and my hit points are actually still full. So
Okay, well then you can use the action to prepare if you'd like to get a hope.
I think that's the only thing I can do because I don't think she's got any projects currently, and she's also again dead asleep. So I'll just add 1 hope.
I would say that the projects will be off limits for both Lynn and Fortune tonight.
Yeah.
Just because they
Dead asleep.
aren't able to work on it. All the others I think will be fine, but so then what about you, Rhea? What are you taking?
I think all I really need to do is get rid of the stress, and that's kind of it.
Okay. So you can also prepare and take a hope. Since you're both preparing, you would each get 2 hope.
Oh, that's a lot. I have a lot of hope now.
That's good. I have a lot of fear. Can you all still see it? The shared? Okay, I'm at 11. I'm almost capped again. Don't worry. I got ways to use it.
Good.
Okay, Draven, what are you doing?
So all my shit's pretty full. I was gonna say, we haven't really discussed it, how it would work, but I want to say my project is my book I'm writing.
Sure.
So I guess I'm gonna use project on this one. What does other mean exactly?
Shoot your shot. And
It
we'll
may
see
not
if
mean
it's
anything.
Yeah, let me know if it's a. You tell me what you want to do, and we'll determine if it's needed to be a full downtime
Oh.
action, basically.
Maybe just spend the whole downtime working on my project.
Okay.
I don't know how
Okay.
that would work. Can
Well,
you do that?
I mean, you might as well just do the hope too then.
I've got full hope.
Jesus Christ.
You
Okay.
need to give us something to spend them on, boy.
I feel like your ability should make you spend hope to put all these people to sleep.
That
Okay.
was the one giving me the hope.
So with that, I'll let you do double project then. So
Okay.
is this the first time you've started working on the book?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So mark down that you have 2 downtime actions of project.
Yep.
And just keep track of those.
We can just talk about what that means later.
Exactly.
Um,
And then fortune.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. I'm not a boomer, thank you. But I will clear a stress and I guess is it just gain 1 hope?
Well, typically, but since more than one person is doing that, you would get 2.
Okay.
So like if more than one person prepares, then the group will get 2 hope each.
Do you clear just 1 stress or all your stress?
You would clear all your stress for a long rest.
Okay.
I only have 1 at the moment.
Okay.
But does that combine? Like if 3 people do it, we
No.
get more hope. Okay.
It's 1
Just
or 2.
trying to game the system, you know.
Yep, nope. It's 1 or 2. You get 2. Calm down. Okay.
Hopes. Yum yum yum.
The next day comes, and you're awoken to a gentle rain on your face. As a storm moved in overnight, as you wake up, start to collapse the tents, and then take a look up at the mountain pass you now need to scale.
Cute.
So,
We're going to slip and fall, guys, off these mountains. Are we going up the mountain, right?
I'm not.
you do need to go up, yes. So, the Aetherian Forgeworks, the entrance is near the top, and then you know that it basically, or Draven may know, but the entrance is near the top, and then it's kind of hollowed out all down through the mountain. Why they put the entrance at the top, you are not sure, but they did, and it pisses you off a little bit right now. So with that, how are we doing this? You need to begin your trek. I'm assuming one of you would lead, and we'll start doing some group checks here.
Well, before we go, I'm going to give. All right, everybody, we're gonna get up this mountain. I promise. There's gonna be hardships. There's gonna be tough spots. But I know us, gang. We're gonna make it up that mountain, no problem. Who's with me?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you all get rally die.
Oh, neat. Okay. I'm
Who's
sorry,
just
I
glaring
was trying to
ugly
make
at you?
a-
Like she's like, the only reason I'm not knocking you off this mountain is because, honest to God, that was the best night of sleep I've ever had in my life.
Also, Lynn has that kind of. Have you ever bathed a cat? You know, like she's kind of soaked at this point, and she's got that like wet, pissed cat look going on, and it doesn't really help that she's already mad at you. But yes, looks very well rested. All that considered. So this is going to be a little bit of work. I mean, there is a path, but the path becomes steep and it's slick. So I am going to need some checks from everybody. Let's do this as a group roll. So we'll pick one person to kind of lead the way up, and then.
So I wanted to ask about this and talk to Rhea because she's the one that's going to actually know the path the best in and out. And I wanted to also see about, because Rhea, you and I are the only ones here that aren't a lizard that can stick to a wall and doesn't have wings that can just fucking fly if they want to. So we need to be very
I don't think he's
careful.
that kind of lizard, dude.
And oh, sorry, Draven.
That's
I thought you
He ain't
were.
a gecko. What
I'm
the
sorry.
crap are
Well,
you
then
on about?
Draven.
I'm
Draven.
sorry, Fortune, but that's a little racist.
I've heard people say that about goblins. It's fine.
That doesn't make it not racist.
Fuck, I've probably heard somebody say that about humans.
You got me. Anywho, I know how to mountain climb slightly with rope and tying each other off and tick, tick, tick. But I feel like Rhea probably knows something.
I lived in the mountains and I climbed down from the mountains.
Exactly.
No things.
Exactly. Didn't you ever have to do it the other way? Up the mountain, raining?
I don't like how you said do it the other way.
I didn't say around the back.
No. Epsilon talking.
We should definitely tie ourselves together with our rope. I know I have 50 feet of rope. I'm pretty sure each of you do have the same amount.
We should get a gondola.
So I would say we should definitely tie ourselves together so that if someone falls, we can catch them, whatever. I would also say that Draven should go in the back and or maybe in the front, and Lynn should go in the back or front as well, because I feel like we're the heaviest, and you two should be in the middle.
Yeah, Rhea is not goblin small, but she's not as much human physically.
Well, like maybe Lynn should be in the back just so she can catch anybody if they fall with the whole like. I like to think that like to just not like make this too easy. Like I like to think that like she can fly, but it actually. I like to think it takes two things. Have y'all seen Teen Titans, like the cartoon? So you know how Starfire has to like hit her emotions to properly use her flight, like sure. She's got to feel like righteous or like it's more of an in combat mechanic. She can fly if she needs to, but I like to think that because it takes a lot of like focus and concentration, like in a situation like this, she can catch somebody if she needs to, but she wouldn't just whip out the wings like to automatically like fly up a mountain. Like it's more of like short distance or short periods because it eats a lot of energy basically.
I thought when asked, Lynn just says it doesn't work like that.
I just look at you like fucking idiot.
So let me ask you this, like that. Rhea, which community did you take? Do you like were you like the mountain or
no, I did Orderborn, but I put one of my experiences as Mountain Dweller.
Perfect. That should come in handy. Okay, so how is this working then? So I mean, I understand the plan. You're tying each other up. I'm gonna do it the other way.
Draven will be in the front, and Lynn will be in the back. And I guess it doesn't necessarily matter. Rhea and
I would imagine me and Lynn are not side by side.
We have to put Rhea in between. You know how bad it is for Rhea to have to be next, like we're putting Rhea in between us as a buffer.
Those puzzles, like this person is next to this person, but they can't be next to this person.
You guys are so pissed at Draven.
Rhea's just here for the drama at this point. Like she's also kind of here for Lynn getting humbled, so
okay.
Yes, how dare Lynn be mad that someone stole from it? What do you call it? A new father.
I don't think that's what she's mad about. Okay, so let me ask: who's going to be heading this up? I mean, it doesn't have to be the person in front. Is it going to be Rhea with your knowledge of the mountains? Is it going to be Fortune? Just I don't know, because you're quick. How do you want to do this?
Well, it sounds like Draven's leading the party, right? But we're looking.
He's leading the party, but he doesn't have to lead the role here.
I was going to say I could if hear me out. A presence role for me, like watching out for the correct places to step, the correct things to grab onto.
So that would be
directing everybody else to follow along.
Oh.
It's going to be I feel like this has to be agility. Like and I'm not even good at agility, but I just feel like realistically, if you're climbing up a mountain, it's an agility roll.
So the way we can do this, it's hear me out. it is a group roll, so you're all working together here. So I mean, Rhea could use a knowledge roll for her knowledge and how she navigates this. Instinct would also be beneficial for looking out for things, and then agility, of course. So you can all do something different. I just need to know who is leading, like which person is going to take the brunt of this when we do the final roll.
So I just want to say agility
has
rolls
instinct,
I
so-
cannot get disadvantage on.
Okay,
That's good.
I've got a pretty good idea here. Hear me out, you guys. What do you think about this? Draven will, since he's in the front, he'll use a presence roll, which is my highest stat, and he'll be the leader, and he will direct you all on how to use your stats, and use
then
them properly
Fortune-
to lead us along.
And Fortune will tell you which handholds you need to be using for agility points.
There you go for
Okay.
agility, and then like let's see.
Then Rhea would
Rhea
have
would do
knowledge of the
knowledge.
direction that we actually need to go.
Exactly, something like that. All those things.
And then Lynn, what are you doing?
I'm just gonna roll agility. I've got a +1 to it.
Okay.
No,
So let
what's
me-
your highest stat?
It's presence. No, my wings just come out, and I'm kind of like, I'm not flying, but I'm light a little bit. I'm a little lighter. Like
Maybe you can like use them as talons or something to hold against the cliff better.
Okay,
maybe
so
they
let
just
me
balance
just
me. I'm just using it for
which-
balance.
which roll do we want to be the party roll? At the very end.
Fortune.
I cannot get disadvantage on agility.
Okay.
So I feel like that's a good one.
I think we should just roll agility, guys. Like, I think we're making this overcomplicated. We're milking
Well,
a little bit too much.
Again, so here's how it works. Remember,
He's letting
the way that the parties work is the three of you are going to roll reactions, and that's just going to give bonuses to the final roll.
Hmm.
So whatever you're doing to help that person.
Yeah.
So with that, we'll start with Draven. You said you were going to try to do a presence roll. I will give you a presence roll. The DC will be a little
No.
bit different than the rest for presence. They'll fluctuate a little bit depending on what you're doing. So that's as a reaction roll. So that doesn't generate any hope, but that is one failure. So that's a -1 to the final roll.
Is
let's
it too late to
do
use my rally die? No, it's not that important. Go ahead.
Rhea, you're next. Whichever you want to do, knowledge, whatever, and you can utilize your experience if you'd like.
I would like to instinct, because that's my best
Okay,
stat.
that makes sense. Looking out, you know these places well. Are you utilizing that experience?
Yeah.
Sounds like you should.
Okay. So spend the hope. A 19 will be a
Yeah.
success. So right now we're at a flat roll. Lynn, were you going with agility?
I can do agility or strength. Strength is higher at +2 if you'll take that.
Strength would also work. I mean, this is
Okay,
physically
I'll do a strength
demanding.
then, because I feel
Yeah.
like either one of those for climbing. Not that it
Okay.
mattered.
Okay, so
Ooh.
that is fail, -1. So for your final check, you will have a -1 on this. Go ahead and make your agility check, Fortune.
Okay, I would like to add either in a experience points as either a smuggler and or fast hands, just to do the experience point. Like
Fast
I
hands.
know the mountain, I can grab onto it. Smuggling, I'm used to like dealing with these situations.
Sure.
However you want to do it.
That okay. I'll buy it. Spend your hope. So it'll negate the -1. You got a +1 on the roll now. And that's going to
Ooh.
be enough. 24 is a success as you all start. It's slippery. It is slippery, but combined, you all start to make your way pretty slowly up the mountain. You've got Draven, who thinks he's helping, I think, more than he is, as he's basically just cheering everyone on.
Worrying about
Rhea.
myself, only carrying myself. Come on, everyone!
As Rhea kind of starts pointing out like which directions you need to head, and she has a pretty good idea of what these mountains are and the paths that go. So she's
Very
kind of
smart.
helping direct in different ways that you need to go. Whereas Lynn, when someone slips, she's easily able to grab them, kind of put them back on their feet. And just it takes a lot of strength and just core stability to be able to walk up these demanding cliffs.
I'm also carrying Tetra in a backpack.
That
just to
is
remind you guys,
true.
like I'm struggling. Like normally she'd just be like pop pop pop, but no, this time she's got a lot going on.
Okay. Yeah, I mean,
Shut up. So now
forgot
she's in the
about
ring.
that. And it's starting to get to you, but you know what that wasn't a great strength roll. I feel like you're probably starting to get a little tired. No exhaustion or any kind of condition yet. And then Fortune, as you're kind of leading them through, pointing out where to go, you've never been here, but you have been smuggling things and living in, non-city places for a while. At this point, it's probably around noon. It's taken a long time to climb up halfway. And then you start to feel a little bit of a rumble as I'm going to spend one of my fear.
It's a volcano! Oh no!
You're
Rockfall.
volcano. It was a rock fall, but volcano sounds fun.
Why would there be a random? Oh wait, it's a
Epsilon,
mountain range.
shut
It's on a fire line. That would make sense. Damn it! I'm gonna go get the spray bottle because this one wouldn't shut up.
Spray yourself.
So
Stop giving the GM ideas.
I cast slumber on the volcano.
So,
I feel like you should give him some kind of props for that.
oh,
Good one.
this is even better. Okay, no, it works. Okay. As you're climbing up, you start to hear this rumbling sound. As you look up, your first instinct is exactly that it's a rockfall of some kind. But what you see a little ways further up the mountain, as it's like a door that is built into the mountain, flush that you can't tell until it starts to open. And you see, as it starts to open, there's these little lights that start like flailing around, these like magical little torches that start glowing in different colors. As the door opens and the forge is purging some of its, liquid.
Detritus.
That's the word. As this starts to pour out and you can feel the heat coming in your direction, I will need reaction rolls from everybody. This one will be...
Is it actually volcano?
Molten steel.
Molten steel. I went with a mixture. It's them purging from the forge. Good news. You're in the right direction. So I will need a... I think this would probably be an agility reaction roll.
Woof.
I think I'm gonna use.
Oh, crit! It's a crit.
Oh, I rolled the wrong one. Can I keep my crit?
You can keep the crit. Yeah, it doesn't matter because they
Yay!
roll the same thing. Okay. What is happening? Why are you rolling so much fortune? All right, I'm gonna scroll back up.
I did not mean to. If you would like to cancel all of those, I had a dog in my lap that jumped up.
Okay.
Yes, I'm going to blame it on the sweet.
So
innocent
let me
thing.
run through these really quick. So I've got an 8 for Rhea. That's a fail. I've got what looks like a fail for Draven because it's a 1 and a 1 for a total of 1. But that's a crit.
Two
So
questions.
it doesn't give you the hope or the stress relief because it's a reaction, but still it's a critical success. Rhea, what was your question?
Question 1, can I use my experience? Question 2, can I use my rally die?
You can use your rally die and experience on this if you'd like.
Okay. That might get me over 10 at least.
The experience will take you at least a 10.
Yeah. So the rally die is just a d6, yeah?
Yes.
Throw that in there.
2. So that
Meh.
totals
That's
you
a
at
whole 12.
Okay, 12. That's right. Okay, so next I've got Lynn at a 16 with hope. Doesn't generate hope. And then I'm going to take the first one I saw from you, Fortune, which was 14.
That's fair.
Okay. So I will say Lynn and Draven, you both succeed on this. As you see this coming, you kind of pull away, which is interesting too, because I think this works because you guys are on the end, right? I think your instincts are just to get out of the way. Draven, you kind of dive to the right. Lynn, you kind of dive to the left. But what that does is kind of traps the two that are tied up between you as they can't really get out of the way in time. As this just starts pouring down on top of them, you're going to take a little bit of damage here.
Before this happens, do I have time to cast a spell?
Not as part of no, because this was a reaction. It's happening too quick, unfortunately.
Okay.
As this rains down on top of you, you are taking 24 points of damage.
Ooh.
As it starts to hit you, and you can feel the heat as this molten steel just kind of starts to pour down on you. Even in the rain, it burns. I also need Rhea. I need you to make me. Let's see. I need you to make me a presence reaction. Okay, 15. Okay. That is enough to avoid taking the stress. But as this molten steel kind of hits your skin, that smell once again hits your nostrils and you're taken back to that moment. Back to the monastery, and the little bit of hope that you had from the night before seems to evaporate as in your mind you're there again. The smells, the screams, and at this point, though, you're in that room. You don't remember it happening this way, but it had to have happened this way. Your flesh is on fire. You're screaming out for someone to help you, but no one's there. And then you see in your mind's eye, as the pain kind of washes over you, you see yourself standing at the door, and you think, this is what they saw. They saw me there, and then they saw me leave them to die. As you come back to yourself, the other two are trying to pull you out of the way at this point, you and Fortune both. So you did take, what did I say, 24 points of damage? I'm assuming that's severe wounds for the two of you.
Yeah. What's Rhea's, like, severe damage threshold?
Like 13.
So I will say this is direct damage. You can't use armor for this.
Well, I'm trying to figure out.
Then I'm dead.
You only have 3 HP?
I have 5.
So you take 3. Because what's your severe threshold?
14.
Okay, so yeah, you take 3 points of HP.
Yeah.
I thought you said I couldn't take armor.
Right.
Right.
Isn't that how I reduce?
Armor would reduce it down to like 2 HP. You're at 3.
Ooh,
It ain't like
I
D&D.
think I've been messing this up the whole time, guys.
Yeah. So
all right. Well, I'm taking 3 HP damage then. Done.
3 HP. What episode is this? So Fortune has been cheating. That's what we. That's
but
what
not to help me. Not to help me.
She's been hurting herself.
Yeah. So basically, you can't use your armor for this particular attack to take it down. It's just direct damage. So if it passes your severe threshold, that's 3 HP.
No, I've just been wasting resources and not using them correctly. But that's why I said it really didn't help me.
You're like, between homework, between now and next week, read the rules.
I did. Just comprehension.
I'm playing. At this point, the doors above you start to close again, and then they sink back into the wall. and then you can't even tell where it was as the flames also dissipate. And as you even looking up, trying to figure out where that came from, you can't tell. It is so well constructed on the side of this mountain that these could be anywhere.
Well, that sucks.
What's everyone doing?
Lynn is panicking. Like, this is a horrible thing to see. Like, this molten, like, fucking shit just coming down and, like, coating her allies. And however mad she is, this is just not, like, this goes against everything. You know, Lynn has been trained to, like, help her allies and protect other people. So she's gonna, like, basically, like, she sees Fortune probably close to her, and, like, I think she's like the smallest, so Lynn's gonna like kind of try to scoop her up and like roll her over and basically try to start packing snow onto like where this molten stuff has hit her to try and stop the burning.
Okay.
Draven is immediately Ms. Applebottom, and she runs over and grabs Rhea and hugs her in the best hug and says, "It's okay, dearie. Everything's gonna be all right." And gives her kisses all over her forehead, and she regains a hit point.
Rhea is screaming.
But you still regain a hit point.
Cool.
Lynn is gonna burn 3 hope to heal like 1 point of damage on Fortune. And then she's gonna toss, like she pulls out like her health potion and she tosses it to Draven, and she's like, pour it on her, like pour it over the wound, so she'll regain. I don't know how I can't remember how the health portions work,
Oh
but
God, you asked me too quick. I think it's 1d4.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how much did you take, Rhea?
4.
Oh, okay, yeah, you definitely.
Oh,
need
did
this
it
thing.
double?
Yeah.
Did it double your threshold?
My
Then yeah.
threshold is 13. Wait, no, it was 24, or was it 27?
It
24.
was 24.
24. So it did
wasn't
not
4.
double it. It's only gonna be
close
3.
Okay.
though. Just 3.
JK.
It's only be 3. So I would say
I am only missing 2 health.
I can keep
so,
kissing
like,
her and do 2.
I'm
I can keep
good.
kissing her and get rid of 2, and I can keep kissing her and get rid of 3, or I can come over and kiss Rhea, or sorry, Fortune a little bit and get rid of one of hers without using the potion. I can heal. I can
Fortune's
heal
at
everyone
3
else
health
quickly.
after
That's what I'm
Lynn.
saying.
So
Say again.
sorry, I should have not. I'm at 3 health after Lynn took care of her. So
How many is your maximum?
5.
What's Rhea's maximum?
7.
Yeah, try to get Rhea up more. And then
I'm
like
at 5 out of 7.
Okay, I can just keep kissing. You're gonna be all right, little Rhea. I promise.
Did this cost you
And
a
you're
hope
gonna
to do it?
It's gonna kill. It's gonna cure 2 more hit points. This is inspirational words, and I get tokens equal to the number, equal to my presence at the beginning of every long rest.
Okay. Here I thought I was giving you ways to blow your hope again, but
Nope. I want to use my hope, but ain't got it yet.
fine. Tag teams. Save it for that.
But yeah,
two
so
of
I
you-
cleared 3 damage on Rhea.
Actually, also, just for the sake, because I forgot, like, I can get hope equal to my prayer dice, and I rolled, like, a total of 6, so I'm just going to go ahead and use my last 3 hope to heal another point on Fortune, and then, no, do it, because I need,
No.
well, I need to use my prayer dice, and this is the best way to do it, because
Yeah.
I'll get the hope, all the hope back.
Mhm.
Like,
okay.
so
I
go
guess that's
ahead.
fine.
Yeah, go ahead and put what you're gonna get. Basically, you'll have gotten 2 from me, and then I'm gonna use I get 6. I have 6 on my prayer dice, so I'm just gonna get those 6 hopes back, basically, because I can get equal to my prayer dice in hope.
Okay, then.
So I get all my health back now?
Yep. And Rhea, you also have like big lipstick kisses all over your face.
It's getting... I don't know how waterproof it is, because Rhea is fucking
Oh,
cold.
And
it's very-
we've-
you know Ms. Applebottom's got that good shit. It is
And
waterproof.
we've
got
managed to
the well.
keep we have managed to keep the health potion, so that'll go back into Lynn's pack.
There's a moment
No, my
where
kisses are magical. You don't need that. I swear.
there's a moment where, as you're doing this, as you're kissing her over and over, like all over her face, where Rhea's just screaming, and you can see there's that's quite the picture, isn't it?
Mhm.
And her eyes are distant, as you can tell that for the moment she's not totally here with you. And eventually her eyes refocus. Rhea, you see Mrs. Applebottom standing above you, and the pain is slowly slipping away. Your skin still feels hot, and it still tingles, but the smell's gone. And you take a breath, and everything seems okay.
Where did you come from?
I think that was to Applebottom.
Yeah.
I've been here I've been here the whole time, dearie. I'm always here for you if you need me.
And I'm a ribbit.
What?
Man, I'm a ribbit.
And I'm a ribbit.
I like to think that when Draven when he shapeshifts and he's in character, it's like a split personality kind of thing. Like he's not really still Draven. Like he's such a method actor that he believes he's Mrs. Applebottom.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's true. That's true. That's 100% true.
Fortune, how are you doing? Oh, sorry.
I was gonna say, okay, another pop culture reference. You know, Rogue from the X-Men, and how like when she touches people to steal their power, she takes on a part of their personality. I like to think that's how he's shape-shifting, like kind of like he can steal from people, like he can touch people and take their shape, but he gets a little of their personality when he does it.
I kind of like that.
I was thinking that Ms. Applebottom was the only real person that
Okay.
I've taken from, but I don't know.
Well, your brother. You also just canonized your brother,
I just used
too.
his name.
Oh, he looks totally different. Fair enough.
Yeah, Fortune, like I would have rolled Fortune over and like started packing, like, you know, like and you know, and Lynn's been like really pissed at you, but in this moment, like she looks so worried, and like, you know, she's like really shaken, and she's like kind of teary-eyed as she looks down at Fortune.
I feel like Fortune has had a lot of misfortune in her life, and this isn't the first like fucked up thing. So she's looking at you, taking care of her, and she looks just up at you and be like, "Thanks," and then she just like kind of like cuts a little oxygen off from herself, so she passes out.
You hear like a little from Lynn for a second. You know, she kind of like just like leans down close, and like, you know, her eyes are like huge like a cat, like, and she's just gonna kind of carefully like check your pulse and then be like, oh, okay. She's just gonna kind of hey, smacks you a little bit. No, not on the side of a mountain, come on.
Pat.
Like,
And she wakes up, "Ah!" and then she just pulls the cord again until she chokes herself back out and then passes back out.
Eating that is so funny.
Lynn, darling, Lynn, just leave her be. She's going to keep doing that.
Just for a second.
I'm like in a panic. Like I think Lynn would just be like she just kind of like sets her down, but she clears the snow away to make like almost like a little nest around Fortune, like, you know, like to the side, and like kind of packs it and then just sets her in it, like, so she's kind of shielded from the wind.
I feel like after you did like the healing and stuff, she would come to and not continue screaming, but I just feel like you woke her up still like burning and like pain, so, you know. After that, she'd just be like, where am I? Oh, I'm still here? Oh, God.
Oh, no.
A couple minutes go by, as the terror of this situation finally kind of ebbs away. And once again, the rain now, for those of you that got burned, hitting your skin, it has this nice cooling sensation. You look down though, and you have the effects of like a pretty severe sunburn, right? I mean, those of you that got hit with this, your flesh is still tender to the touch, even with the healing, and you do have like that red tint. So I guess red green for fortune.
Little orange.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's a little
okay.
orange.
Looking
Like
a little
muddy.
orange. But you're still here on the side of a mountain. And that thing could open up at any time.
All right.
So
Well,
what do you want to do?
We
Keep
should
moving.
yell at
It
whoever's up
just
there.
opened, so let's get the hell out.
Okay,
I feel
continuing
like, I
on.
hope the screaming that came from below was enough to like make them pause a little longer before they do that again.
No.
Are there something
God.
are there something like readied actions like in D&D?
I don't believe so. That's a
Okay.
great question.
Guys,
I don't remember
this is
that.
not a drill. Maple's doing biscuits on the bed behind me.
While we're shooting
Aw.
out ideas, why don't we just maybe climb up there and then when it opens, go in? Is this
I think
where-
it's just a chute of like. I think it's essentially just a chute of like mold. Like I think it's a chute, not like a door.
Right. Right. It's
Okay.
not a place to
Like a
actually go
Hey,
hatch.
in.
Fortune doesn't. She has ideas. They're not all good.
Well, at least we're nowhere on the same right path, so maybe we can at least get up close to there and start looking for signs of like people.
We should probably kind of increase our speed.
Let me circle back really quick, Draven. What were you wanting to do with like a prepared action? Just tell me what you were thinking.
I have a levitation spell, and my idea was if there were something like one of these doors open again, we see that happening, I grab the like nearest rocks and throw over top of us.
Okay, so
to,
here's
like,
what I'll
try to
do.
block.
And I'll check the rules afterwards. What I'll do is, keeping that in mind, if that trigger happens, I'll let you make a reaction roll. If you pass it, then I'll give you the action.
Well, there is a spellcast roll for it, so.
Well, a reaction to see if you get the spellcast roll.
Oh,
You know what
okay.
I'm saying? See if you can react fast enough.
Okay.
Because I
That sounds fair.
don't know, but we'll see. Okay, so you're trying to pick up your pace and make it the rest of the way up the mountain. This will be one more check. As you're getting closer to the top of the mountain, it's getting a little bit more treacherous, steeper. At this point, the DC is going to be a little bit higher. With that, how are we doing this? It'll be another group check.
Draven's directing. Oof.
12.
And using his rally die. Which probably still won't be good enough.
Let's see what you get.
Oof.
14. That is a fail.
Yeah.
So that's a -1. Who's next?
I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna try and do it with agility this time because I actually have a Katari feature where I can re-roll my agility rolls for 2 hopes.
Okay. Perfect. 17. You gonna keep that or you want to re-roll it?
I'll take it.
Okay. 17 is a success. 17 is the DC you're looking for. You're muted, Epsilon.
I did mute because I realized you could hear it when I sprayed my kitten, and I still haven't found the right time to like re-banish her from the room. I unbanished her because she was yelling, and I didn't know if something was wrong. So,
Well,
but
makes you
now
feel
she's
better.
just here.
I didn't hear
Yeah.
anything. So,
Well, She's
what-
here to be a little shit, so she's gonna leave as soon
Maybe
as
she'll be-
I.
maybe she'll be good luck. Let's see. What are you taking?
As soon
What
as
are
I
you rolling?
utilize my instinct to
Okay.
to vibe this mountain out.
11. So that's going to
You
be a...
have a rally die.
She's spending
I'm
it,
pretty
thought.
sure I used it.
Can I give her a hope to
Oh,
like
maybe-
see if she can roll with advantage on these? Am I allowed to do that for reaction rolls?
I don't think for these because you're all
Okay.
working together anyway for these.
Okay.
The only
Okay,
thing I could do is maybe make it a 13, and that wouldn't help me. No.
Okay. So we have 2 failures and a success, so it'll be at a -1.
All right, I'm gonna
Same
banish
as-
the kitten.
Okay. Same as before there, Fortune.
Okay.
-1.
I'll use another hope again to just, fast hand smuggling, being in situations similar.
Sure.
And I'll do agility.
And just as a reminder to people,
Oh,
when we take we can always take short rests when we need them, and when you take a
Yeah.
short rest, you can basically you can patch yourself up, and it says clear a number of hit points equal to 1d4 plus your tier.
Yeah.
So if we need a short rest, we can use that instead of just burning through our health items.
Right. Although, fair
I'd be worried
warning.
about taking a short rest here.
Yeah.
I know, I'm just
Well-
saying it's like if we
Take a
get
nap
real
on a
fucked up, we
mountain.
need to remember that because I
That's
think we
fine.
forget
Right.
short rests are an option in this
Yeah.
game.
What was that second roll then?
that was supposed to be Relida, and I guess I clicked it twice. I'm sorry.
Okay, so we'll take the
Just-
first one,
Oh, okay, that's fine.
which was a 2, so 8, 9, 10, plus 1.
It was going to be
11.
12 with fast hands, with using a hope, or one of my other experiences. Still fail.
That is a fail. As the storm picks up at this point, as you all are climbing, it's getting harder and harder, and you're starting to when you put your hand somewhere, it's starting to slip down a little bit, and it's becoming harder and harder to find the path. Even with Rhea kind of knowing the mountains, at this point, because of the storm, it's getting very cold. The storm blowing into your face, you're having trouble finding where you should actually be going. So you spend another couple hours on this mountain as night begins to fall. What do you want to do? You can push it one more time. The DC will be higher. Or you can risk trying to take camp on this mountain.
Do we just want to try and keep going since
I say let's keep going.
let's
You're getting
keep going?
towards the top. Okay.
I say let's keep going, and I'll. Who's going to lead this one?
The DC
Do
for
we
this one,
want-
I'll just go ahead and tell you, is 20.
Hang on. Let me think. Let me.
That means
I
we
can
got to get
reroll-
17
I would like to say,
on our rolls.
Let's take
Well-
fortune off of it because I only have a +2 in agility, and he's not giving us disadvantage. It's just
I'm pretty sure my reaction. I'm pretty sure I can re-roll. Atari roll. I think is good for reaction rolls.
Let me just throw something out there, too. Len, do you not have some kind of feature that lets you use a D20 for your hope die under certain situations? Okay.
Not that I know. Maybe not at this level.
I thought that
unless
was
that's-
one of
End
your.
my suffering.
Let me ask.
What heritage did you take again? Orborn?
Katari.
No,
Oh,
sorry.
highborn. It's a highborn.
Highborn. Okay. Maybe I was thinking of a different one.
I haven't
Hey,
even looked
well,
at my.
I think I
haven't even
was.
looked at my highborn thing recently. I don't even know what shit I get from that.
It was Orderborn. Record 3 sayings or values your upbringing instilled in you once per rest. When you describe how you're embodying one of these principles through your current action, you can roll a d20 as your hope die. So that's from
Orderborn is
Orderborn.
me.
Yeah, I thought one of you had it.
It's me.
So
Let me
just
see if any of mine are useful.
Just keep that in mind. That might help here.
Mine are not useful here.
Well, Wolf, I was going to ask. It says I've got Heart of a Poet, and it says after I make an action roll to impress, persuade, or offend, you can spend a hope to add a D4 to the roll. If let's say I were trying to
Shoot your shot.
lead everybody up the mountain, can I get that D4?
Depends on what you're trying to do. Because at this point, I think it's more...
What if I were to try to persuade everybody that we can make it? We can do it!
I will give you the D4, if that's what you're using your roll for. Now, are you going to be the one leading this, then?
Well, I was going to ask everybody, does anyone have anything better than that? I can do... My presence is +3, and I can add a D4 to it.
I have an ability. Okay, and this may not work because it says reassurance once per rest. This is a domain card. Reassurance once per rest after an ally attempts an action roll, but before the consequences take place, you can offer assistance or words of support. When you do, your ally can re-roll their dice.
That will work in this case. Yes.
Ooh, okay, so you can do that for me. Does anyone have anything better than the +3 and the D4?
Nope.
All right, cool.
Have you used your other dice too?
I'm sorry?
The D6. I think that you.
I've already used
Yeah,
mine.
he used the
Rally
rally down
thing?
last time.
Yeah,
Rally
I've
die.
already used my rally.
Okay, so then it sounds like Draven is leading this one. So let's go ahead. Who wants to go first for the reaction roll?
I'll
Volunteer.
go, and I allow,
Awesome.
and I'll go, and I'll use agility because I can re-roll it if it's a shitty
Okay,
roll.
let's do the agility then.
Okay.
14. You know that the
No.
DC for this one is 20 because of the conditions, and now it's
I'll
getting dark.
use 2 to see if I can. I'll try to re-roll it.
Okay.
20.
20. That's a
yes.
+1. Who
right.
is next? Fortune. Calling on you. He took too
That's
long
fine.
to volunteer.
I don't have anything that's going to be good, so I'm just going to be like,
Agility's probably your best bet here.
Well, finesse. I have a +3. I don't know if I can finesse this.
Oh.
Yeah, you can.
I was going to say like she's like kicking off and using her daggers and like jumping around, and that's
Well,
the best I got for a finesse.
One of the
And then-
suggestions for finesse is control also, and I think it does take under these conditions a lot of control to keep from slipping. So I will give you finesse.
Okay, we'll take it.
And the cool shit you just said. 17. Anything you can do to get that up by 3.
I'm trying to think if there's anything where we can't.
Spend a
his
hope on
reaction.
one of your thingies.
That only give me +2.
Does your experience? Oh shit.
Oh, he doesn't have any that's +3. Okay. So right now it's flat roll. Rhea. It all comes down to you, kinda.
Eh.
Crit!
That's a crit.
That is a crit.
Hey.
With that, I will give you a +2 to the roll.
All right, so it's going to end up being +5 and a D4.
Actually, screw the +2. I'll give you an additional D6. I'll give you advantage, essentially, on this because of the crit on the instinct.
So it's a +3 D4 and a D6.
Exactly.
Cool. I am also just going to make sure we're doing it. And I'm going to spend a hope.
Okay.
And I'm going to use my come now, darling. And that is my experience. And I'm like, come now, darling, we've got this. So that'll give us an extra +3.
Okay. You've got this. Just don't roll like a 1 and a 2.
I know. That'd be terrible.
Crit.
Oh, I didn't need any of that shit.
All right.
I'm going to roll it anyway.
Holy
I want to.
Good job, everybody. Good rolling
Okay.
today.
Those were some great clutch rolls here at the end. I had something bad planned if you failed in the middle of the night. So, I want to know how this works, specifically with Rhea and Draven. How you two work together, both critting back to back just there, to push this team over the edge here. But not literally.
Draven's just got the silver word coming out of his mouth. He's just suddenly has been able to. Everybody's pissed off at him currently, but at the same time, he has the words that just inspire. Everybody's just like, God damn, he's inspiring.
On that note, Rhea, I think, is the one that's not pissed at you. Rhea, what does your instinct look like? How are you helping with your instinct here?
I think Rhea is as Draven is like giving giving us a nice resounding, inspiring like backing track of sorts. Ria's like helping to like call out all the actual like handholds and stuff we need to put up. She's actually like doing the navigation part.
Great
Okay.
job, Rhea.
The two of you are working together in this almost perfect harmony, as it's like a, pardon the pun, perfect storm of
Do I
just
get a hope out of this?
Boo.
you both would get, you do get it's a reaction. I'll give you a hope though. I think it's worth it for this. Yours definitely gains a hope and clears a stress. Ravnok.
Mm.
As Ravnok or Draven, you can feel like the party wanting to slow down. It's been a long day. You've been climbing this mountain all day. Two of you are almost killed. And it's just but you're so close and you can feel it. And as you just, there's something about your words as you put just a little bit of magic into them that gives everybody just what they need. As you finally make it to the top where you can see these large stone doors. Above the doors, in this dwarvish script, says Aetherian Forgeworks. You can feel the heat coming out of, even with the doors closed, just radiating out of this place. But you're there. You finally made it to the top of this mountain.
Before we go in, Draven's going to go off to the side, and he is making a bunch of fake forms that say things about factory inspection. I'm from the New Aetherian.
The Smiths would be a good like.
Yeah, the New Aetherian Smiths Guild. Perfect. There we go. I'm from the New Aetherian Smiths Guild. We're here for inspection, safety protocols, things like that. I'm already got some notes at the bottom about being about the way that they've got their exhaust going down on the entryway to the factory. That's a violation. So I've got this prepared for when we go in.
There was no signage about the dangers of this. We were nearly killed. How dare you?
Give me a presence roll just to see how well these forgeries work or look. Ooh. That's with
great.
fear. I'm gonna take that fear.
If hold on, if I'm trying to trick someone into believing or lie to them, I can spend a hope and gain advantage on the roll.
Okay. That's going to keep that roll with fear, but you can roll the additional d6 if you'd like. So a flat
It's a 10.
You think they might be passable. The problem is there's not really a lot of cover up here. So as you're trying, the papers just keep getting soaked. The ink starts to run. There's just nowhere to really get out of the elements, unfortunately. So you think they might be passable? Or maybe
he just eats them. He just eats the papers. He gives up. This won't work. Let's just go in. Come on.
Okay.
I'll try again inside, maybe.
Anything else you all want to do? You're standing here at the door to the Aetherian Forgeworks, where they manufacture all of the clanks, at least for this region that you're aware of, where the Ashworths have been getting the majority of their clanks as well.
Yeah.
So, myself and Fortune have a just appearance now. The disguise that I've been using.
No. I changed that.
Oh.
And I have invisibility and chokehold.
Oh, I'm sorry. Ignore that then. I'm thinking we could still try to pretend like we're here for the inspection. and maybe get some more information out of them.
We could maybe say we're...
You use your
Maybe-
seraph.
Yeah, well, I believe, Lynn can basically pass herself off as a seraph who's there to protect a member of the Smiths Guild. Like, I like to think they hire out, like, on a journey, they can hire out, like, seraphs, or if they're part of, like, if they tie to the Smiths, like, church or whatever, part of that trade-off is that when they need to go places, they basically get a seraph as a bodyguard, like, on... Like,
Okay,
I do think
yeah.
that's actually a part of the world, like, how it's integrated into
Okay.
the world. So I'm here as, like, basically... protection, but also like eyes for the church, basically. So if I find something fucky, it can really come back down on them. But there's the question of, do we want to pretend we're from New Aetheria, or do we want to pretend we're from Bravia? How do we want to go about that?
This is the new Aetherian Forgeworks, right? So
It's from it's
Aetherian Forgeworks, but yeah.
okay. It is actually centered in Aetheria then. Okay.
So,
Okay, yeah, then it would probably be best
yeah.
if we do. Well, then see, a seraph wouldn't, like, I wouldn't be a seraph in that situation.
you could still be providing protection,
I am
whether
just hired,
you're
like,
a
basically.
seraph or not. You know what I mean?
Remember this too. As far as New Aetheria is concerned, they still have people in your position. They would be considered paladins.
Okay, I'm more of like a bodyguard, less lower in the law. Like, it's less about law for me as much as like I'm there to protect my charges,
Sure.
kind of
Yeah,
situation.
your seraph badge probably won't hold a lot of weight here.
No, but it does explain why I'm here, basically.
Yeah. Okay.
Actually, we could probably get away with like all three of you being like my bodyguards while I'm here for the inspection.
I think I would like to still turn invisible.
I think Rhea could pose as a like someone who's learning the ins and outs, like a not, what do you call someone, a subordinate
Apprentice?
of yours. You know what I mean?
Like she's in
training.
In training.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how
Okay.
we'll explain away Fortune, though. Fortune will have to come
Well,
up with
Fortune's
something.
got invisibility.
I was going to try to be invisible.
Ooh, okay.
Okay.
Hi. You're gonna do that. You're gonna go ahead and do that now.
Yeah, it's make a spellcast roll of 10, mark stress, and then I would choose myself to become invisible.
All right.
I'll
Let's see that
send the
spellcast
rest
roll.
of it to you.
And I'll give you a hope to add advantage if you need it.
Hoping he can
So
make
I
it
just
10.
roll finesse.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh,
you
you
don't
got
need it.
this.
You're
Oh,
good.
you
And you get a
yes.
hope.
I'm maxed out on fear again. That's always
like,
nice.
Where'd Fortune go?
I almost burned another one. I'm like, oh, that last one hurt him real bad. I'll save it. So, the plan. Draven is an inspector.
Mhm.
Fortune is invisible. Rhea is his apprentice. And Lynn, you're the hired bodyguard.
Yep.
Right? That's what you're going with?
Mhm.
Okay. You'll take a deep, steadying breath and make your way over to the large stone doors of the Aetherian Forgeworks. And just based on the time, I think we'll stop there because this is we're not gonna be able to resolve anything. It's a little early, but we won't be able to really get into this, unfortunately. But I'm excited. Well done on making it up the cliff. That was great.
Yay!
There at the end, I'm like, if they camp, that'll be interesting. If they,
I wasn't ready to try that
it would have been fun. I will say,
for you.
if you would have pushed and failed, that would have been the worst case scenario. So,
Yeah.
well done with those back-to-back crits. That was ridiculous.
Well, we kind of played like the Pathfinder game there for a second, where we were like adding up dice, and we were like, okay, we got this dice, and we got this dice.
Yeah,
Let's
you
see,
had a lot.
can we get more dice?
You had a lot. Well, and with the DC of 20, I mean, that was pretty hard to hit. So, okay. So, with that, I think that'll be it tonight. I do want to just, I don't even know if you're still here. I want to give a shout out to Somno Privatio. Gave us a raid tonight. 5-person raid. So, thanks for coming in. And Australis, I saw you in the chat too. Thank you. So yeah, if you guys can hold out for just a second, I'd like to have a little bit of a post show. But
I'm kidding. I love those shows.
Yeah.
just reminder, we're back on Mondays. We'll be back next Monday, as long as nothing happens. But otherwise, this week we've got Thursday's Temptations, a little bit of a light week for me here. So, but also I do want to point out I have a new one shot coming out on I believe it's the 17th. So check back here. We finally got everything together. It is an outgunned one shot. Absalom, you might like this one. It's Star Knights, so it's a Star Wars ripoff. So you might enjoy that one. So check that out. I do have the cast is full, but you might enjoy it. I've been working on the
cast being full doesn't mean I can't lurk in the chat.
You can definitely do that, but I'm just saying, if you wanted to play it, because I know you like Star Wars, maybe next time. But
maybe next time.
Been working on my opening crawl. Like I've got one ready to go. It looks great.
Oh, that's amazing.
Anyway, we are going to hop off here. We're going to go have us a little post chat, which you can catch on the Patreon if you want to sign up for that. Also, we have a Discord, so if you want to just kind of hang out with us, give us some feedback, talk to us. We're all just hanging out and being goofy in the Discord.
Join our shenanigans.
You should join our shenanigans. It's great. Also, I need to talk. Speaking of shenanigans, there's been a shocking lack of puns. Okay, that's some feedback I have for you as the players. Shocking lack of puns.
I'm bad at puns.
Just wait until
Puns
you
are
get
not
to
my
me.
strong suit. No.
There was no shocking happening in this episode. Excuse you.
Okay, fair.
I love
fair.
alliteration, and I might do that here and there, but puns aren't my thing.
Man, Hoopo Quest was like on it with the puns. I just got so used to it. I think it was fishy and...
Look, I'm too busy being a sad character, so...
Fair. Okay, so again, if you liked it, give us a subscribe, come check us out. We got all sorts of other shows running, but as far as this week, just Temptations. Until then, though, next time, have a good night, everybody, and we'll see you soon.
Bye!
Bye.